We're getting ready to go live, and the dog decides to go in and drink a gallon of water, and it sounded so hysterical. We were just waiting for her to finish. She finally finished after really drinking almost the entire bowl.
A big bowl.
I was just sitting here looking at Papa Jim, and it's like,
Right.
it's the noisiest thing in the world. Finally, she finished up.
Right.
Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully, you're able to join us.
Good
It's
morning.
a Sunday morning, so we know there won't be. The thing is it hurts their ears when people are listening. Now she wants to go back outside. I'm telling you, she's the neediest dog. Papa Jim slept in this morning because he was up at like maybe 3, 4 in the morning with these dogs for a couple hours because they just won't let them sleep. They want attention. It's like their days and nights are mixed up. I don't know what their problems are.
They might be going to the train station.
They might be going to the train station. I told you that that's what he says now. I said that during a live earlier in the week. I said, now he always talks about taking the dogs to the train station. You know, speaking of, we need to find a way to get caught up on that series.
Well, there is a way.
But we got to find a better way that we don't have to pay a bunch of money. But we are caught up to season 4, but season 5 has started, and we've not
I thought we had that.
I thought we did too. I thought we had Paramount Plus, but apparently we don't. And also, 1923 is going to be coming out later in the month. So that has Harrison Ford and Mirren. What's her name? She's an actress. She's got an Irish accent in this show. Mirren is her last name. Why can't I think of her first name? Good morning. I know somebody had joined us, but they think they left. Anyways, it's Sunday. We know everybody's getting ready for church or doing other things with family or maybe just enjoying their morning and sleeping in. However, we made a commitment to do the 24 days of tea. So even though it's a Sunday morning and I'd rather be sleeping and we're tired.
We had a very busy day yesterday.
We did.
We got up.
We got up. That made it busy.
We went into town. We ate some lunch and then went to the Civil War Christmas deal.
Which I didn't record anything at the Civil War Christmas party because it was so loud in that little building and the acoustics made everything just bounce off of everything. And it was so loud that there were times I was speaking with some of the reenactors and I couldn't even hear what they were saying. We'd have to get a little bit too close actually to try to hear what they were saying.
They had the Christmas tree set up in the center and then tables around that. And so you're standing there and you're listening to what they're talking about. And then you got people that are trying to walk around and you feel like you're in the way. And I mean, it was a good deal. It's just, there was a lot more people showing up than I thought there would be.
Yeah.
We had a good turnout.
They said for our little community, I think they had 75 people come through, which was a really good little turnout for them. And they did have some really interesting characters there as far as those who are reenactors who have taken on the personification of someone who was actually involved in the Civil War. One woman was taking on a character who was in the medical field, and she actually went out and
she was a surgeon.
She was a surgeon in the medical field, and she was dressed up like her, looked like her, had all of the books about her. She has business cards that have the actual historical person's name on it along with hers. She had her doctor's bag. She had everything she needed. And it was really interesting because at first she was told that she was not going to be allowed to go out and be a surgeon during the war because she was a woman. Good morning. Good morning, MT Homestead. How are you guys doing? It's good to see you guys. So yeah, we went to that Christmas party yesterday, and they had just enough tables set up that even though I brought some books from the library and I was prepared to share a little bit of information about our trip down into Tennessee and Georgia and some of the things that we encountered, they had enough tables. I didn't have to set anything up, and that was kind of nice because then I could just go around and see different people.
They had a lot of really neat actual Civil War artifacts and stuff that were really from not just replicas, but they actually had real stuff from the Civil War. So
Good morning, Laura.
morning.
Yeah, they had the bullets. They had all kinds of things. They had the bugles, some swords,
sabers.
Belt
buckle. They had a couple of actual authentic Civil War belt buckles.
They had something that I'd never seen before. When you think of a cannon, you think of a cannonball going in the cannon, they shoot it. That's one thing. But they had some artillery that was like heavy, and it was not shaped like a cannonball.
No.
What were those?
They were I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, they were actually the beginning states of what our bullets are today. I mean, they realized that a round cannonball, when you shoot it, it isn't very accurate, and so if they made it more elongated, it would its accuracy increased. So yeah, they were heavy, and then they had one where it was almost like a shotgun shell. It had a wooden cap on the back of it, and was filled with what did they say? It was like 69 caliber, so just a little bit over 3/4 of an inch balls inside of it. And when it would shoot out of the cannon, it would explode, and it would shoot all these balls. So if they were getting a charge to the artillery division, this would just kind of scatter out.
Unfortunately, yeah. So it was interesting. I know for certain at this stage, Papa Jim and I, we're just going to enjoy possibly going to some of the recreations and watching, and not actually joining troops. We're not going to join up with any of the reenactment groups right now.
I don't think so right now.
I don't think so. I think for a few reasons, and one of them being is, as much as I was sharing this with Papa Jim yesterday, like a mortar round.
Yeah.
I was sharing this with Papa Jim. As much as I'd like to romanticize the fact of how interesting it would be to be a reenactment character and set up the tents, and maybe being in one of the medic teams and being a nurse from the Civil War era, or even just sitting at camp and crocheting and making articles of clothing for people while maybe he's off learning, to shoot the cannons and stuff. As much as I romanticize that, I think that would be a lot of fun. The truth is, I'd be done before we got the tent set up. I really would. I'd be done because it would wear me out.
And if you're talking in the middle of summer, and it'll be hot and sticky, and trying to sleep,
Yeah, with my asthma and my breathing issues, as much as I'd love to do something like that, I really don't think I can physically do it. So, I think what we'll do is, we've learned of a couple of reenactments that will be coming up. And that's another thing I shared with Papa Jim too. As much as I'm enjoying learning the history about the Civil War battlefields that we went to down in the South, and just learning more about the personal aspects and the people, the more I learn about that, I don't even know if I can handle a reenactment.
Yeah.
I really don't know if I can handle a reenactment where one of the places you're supposed to be able to be like up on a bluff and look down into the valley, where they have a clash, where they reenact a battle. I don't know, even though I know it's fake.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can handle the humanity of watching the bodies fall. I don't know if I can handle it. So we enjoyed the Christmas party. We enjoyed meeting some people, but I think that's going to be the extent of it for us until some of these reenactments come to our area, and we can actually go visit and visit.
And
the
then
camps.
and then I might catch the real bug of wanting to participate in one. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we've got a homestead here too that takes a lot of time from working a full-time job and then coming home and taking care of stuff here.
To go away 2-3 days to Good morning, Gwen. Going to church. Drive safe.
Drive safe. To know anybody who's on a homestead knows what it takes. And then when we took our trip through the southern states that we did, I mean, it was a lot of orchestrating to get our family members to come and help out with the farm and stuff like that.
So to maybe go off for a few hours and actually, visit the reenactment is one thing. But to go for 2 or 3 days and actually participate is another.
I don't know.
Good morning, Brampton Gardner. Good morning, Michelle.
I don't know how accepting it would be if I rolled in with a camper with everybody's in.
Everybody in A-frame tents, and we're going to roll up in a camper.
Not that we have a camper yet, but we that might be something in our retirement years I want to get. So when we travel, we have our own place and stuff. But anyway, I thought it was kind of funny us rolling up in a luxury type camper, just even if I had to rent one, just to see what people would say.
It's really interesting. We've learned so many neat things about Civil War families. And one thing I kept reiterating time and time again. Good morning, CB. Good morning, Nicole. One thing I reiterated is, as we're meeting these people who are these Civil War reenactment characters, and it's something that it's another factor for us. We hear, well, we did this and they did that. And I would say to them, I said, it doesn't matter whether you believe one way or the other. It doesn't matter whether your loyalties fall on blue or gray. It doesn't matter this or that. Individuals lost their lives. There was somebody's sons, somebody's husbands, somebody's fathers, somebody's brothers. There was a human toll to it. And that's what we need to focus on, is making the stories have a personal connection so that we don't just memorize dates and locations and names. There was a personal toll on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And, every once in a while we'd hear, we did this or we did that, and those scoundrels did that. And there's a divisiveness still. 160 years later, there's still this divisiveness.
And I don't know if it's because they've portrayed characters from a certain side that they just automatically molded themselves into that. I don't know, but they were still. My biggest part of the whole war is any war of any time frame is it's still basically, it was our kids. The kids are the ones that took the brunt of it. I mean, you had generals and you had older people and stuff, but man, I don't know.
I think 53 seconds to go, blah, blah, blah.
What?
I don't know. What am I doing?
What is she up to?
I'm still stuck in traffic, so I didn't get to hear the wonderful things Alicia has to say about me now that I have joined the chat. Okay, so let's get off of the blah blahs of that trip yesterday. When we finished at the Christmas party, Papa Jim had to go to the store to get a few things, and I stayed in the car. He went into the store. He came back out. We came home, and we're sitting on the couch last night, and he starts giggling. It's like, what are you giggling about? And he goes to show me his phone. It's like, oh, what did you do? Oh, do you know what he did? He went into the store and he turned pineapples upside down and took pictures in this little town where I doubt anybody's going to know what hit. They don't know what hit him. He went around and he turned pineapples upside down. MT says the sad part was the war split families apart.
Yeah.
And that's the thing of it, is the humanity of it and the personalization of it. And unfortunately, we notice that there's still a divisiveness. And we've seen some posts by some reenactors, not all, where they're still celebrating the deaths of the other side. And it's like, you shouldn't celebrate anyone's deaths. You shouldn't celebrate the deaths of war. It's all tragic. And if that's the mentality, then that's one reason why we're just going to kind of stay back a little bit. I don't want to, we're in a society and in a time in history right now where there's so much divisiveness anyways. Why can't we focus on the humanity of it and not continue to put divides in there? I told him he's going to get people following him home.
Well, I didn't share this part.
Uh-oh.
But when I had to go to the back of the store, and when I was coming back to the front, I did see that there was this older lady, probably in her, she had to be in her late 70s, 80s. So she was probably from the.
Careful now. Careful now. Good morning, Yossi. Good morning, Major. Oh.
She looked over at me and gave me a wink. So,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim was turning the pineapples upside down in the store based on our conversation yesterday. And I shared it with Rochelle last night. And she said, people are going to be following you home. I said, we only fit 6 people in the car.
That's it.
We'll have to
we
go
had to go
back.
back for more.
Oh, yeah, it was so much fun. We were laughing so much. I was like, let's check our tea today and see what our tea
let's get
is.
going here. But
Let's get it going. That's what you guys came for, besides listening to pineapple stories. So 24 days of tea. Yesterday we had day 10. Oh, there goes the phone. Tell them they're live on the air.
Hello. Hey, we're live on the air. Oh yeah. You want to say hi to everybody?
I want to ask James. I want to ask you a question.
Hang on. Say hi to everybody.
Hey, so here's the
click and subscribe.
Click like and subscribe. He says. Should I ask him
if he knows?
James, we learned something new yesterday. What does an upside down pineapple mean?
Well, what's your world say? Oh, it's a devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce reference. See, you learn something new every day.
I get it.
Well, we'll talk to you later about what we learned yesterday.
Yeah, we learned something else. It's a different reference.
Your dad ran around town and turned all the pineapples upside down for fun just to throw people off. So, but I'm going to get to my tea,
we got to
honey.
get to our show.
We'll call you back.
All right, love you. All right, bye.
I'm kind of glad my son doesn't know what it means. We didn't know what it meant. We were educated yesterday. So we're on day 11. Where's day 11?
You want me to pick it?
Yeah, see if you can find day 11. Oh, there it is, down there in the bottom. Okay, let me get my glasses on. Papa Jim, what do we have today for our tea? What is day 11?
Is it Yossi?
Hi, Yossi. You missed the pineapple story. You got to go watch yesterday because I don't think we can recreate it in its genuine hystericalness. It was naughty. It was. We didn't mean for it to be. It was totally innocent. It turned naughty. You two make me happy. Thank you, Nicole. Oh, let's see. Please let it be a pineapple tea. Oh my gosh, that was so funny yesterday. What do we got, Grandpa? Papa Jim.
It starts with a P.
Uh-oh, it starts with a P. Is Rochelle going to get a wish? Is it going to be a pineapple based tea?
Are you ready?
Okay, what do we got?
Here you go. So it does start with a P.
Is it peppermint? Let's see. Today it is organic peppermint amore. Oh, that means love.
No pineapple.
No pineapple, but we got peppermint. Oh God, somebody tell me peppermint means something. I don't know what it means either. Watch everybody start talking about all the naughtiness of peppermint. So here's our tea today. Let's see, we've got a glare. So it just looks like, just the leaves. It's going to be a mint tea.
Now, those leaves going to swell up like the other ones
They'll
did?
swell up. I showed Papa Jim and the
crazy.
infuser how much they swell up. He was really surprised.
So why does the chat always go that way when Nicole and I are here?
Because you're good people.
So
you're
this is me. Before I ever got on these chats, I was like an unworldly boy, unknown to these ways.
He was just a young Amish lad, completely innocent. You know he's lying.
I've been corrupted. I've been corrupted. These women in these chats.
Oh my God. Okay, this is what we've got. We have organic peppermint leaves from Oregon and Washington State. That's all it is.
Is that it? Just organic, just peppermint leaves.
Organic, and it's kosher.
Okay, so what's our times and our temperatures?
Oh, our time and temperature is 200 degrees. So we're going to heat our water to 200 degrees in our new tea kettle.
Go ahead, start first? Or?
You hit 200 and then start. And we are going to steep this for 5 minutes. Oh, wait. No.
What are you at?
Right here. 1/2 to 1 minute. It doesn't have to steep very long.
A half to 1 minute?
It says 0.5 to 1 minute.
Man.
for the peppermint leaves. So we will not be steeping this one very long. But while we're waiting for the water to heat up, minty fresh bread. How do we know it's organic? I don't know. It's what they write on the box. He's married to you. So no, we don't believe it. He corrupted me, let me tell you. I grew up, I wasn't allowed to listen to music. I wasn't allowed to watch TV. I was very innocent.
Hey, with you.
No, you were not the innocent one.
What's your best friend's sister call you? Sister.
My best friend's sister.
Your best friend who's like your sister calls you. She was Sister.
I nicknamed her Sister Purity because she was much more naive than I was.
She was. And you were.
She called me Sister SLUT growing up because I like to kiss the boys.
See, so she admits kissing the boys. Ooh. How many boys have you kissed? Too many to kill.
Just a couple, because I met you when I was 14. You've been in my life ever since. Peppermint is very popular in Israel and the Middle East in general. I remember driving through the peppermint fields outside of Salem. It was so fragrant. How lovely.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Peppermint tea is good for tummy aches. I don't really like peppermint tea, says Nicole. It feels like drinking gum spit.
Gum spit?
Thank you for that one.
No.
Thank you, Nicole.
That
was lovely. We've got our tea leaves in our infuser.
We're brewing our spit up right now.
Our spit is warming up, so we can add it to the leaves in just a second here and get that going. Oh my goodness. While we're waiting for the tea water to warm up. Oh yeah, we didn't smell it or anything. So usually I smell it and talk to you guys about it and all kinds of things. And I'm just really kind of off kilter. Between Papa Jim and the spit comment, I'm off kilter. Oh, it does smell spearminty, but it's not the overpowering, like bubblegum spit fragrance that you would expect. Rochelle loves peppermint tea, especially when it's in a green tea. It's okay, Nicole. Poor Yossi's like, what's going on here? Oh, we're waiting for our water to warm up, and we've got our tea in our infuser. Let's find our little our advent calendar for the day for the little kids. And yesterday, you know what I saw Papa Jim do yesterday? He held doors open for people, which he always does anyways, but it's kind of nice because all the little things for the advent calendar. And you know what? He got me a dessert yesterday, so he did that one. He does lovely little things for me all the time, but he held the door open for other people.
I turned pineapples upside down in the store.
He turned pineapples upside down in the store to confuse our poor community.
I'm giving that way.
Next thing we know, he's going to be buying a bunch of what do they call the flamingos? He'll go buy some flamingos and put them in unsuspecting people's yards.
I'm trying to think of though. I've seen. Was there a house up north or somebody who had flamingos in their yard? I thought it was kind of. Didn't we see that? Was that kind of funny that they were doing it because being here in the.
Close to the Canadian border, and we've got flamingos in people's yards. People gonna talk.
Yeah, now I know.
Now we know.
Okay.
And like I said, my best friend, her parents had that pampas grass growing in their front yard. Now it makes me wonder. Let's get to day 11. And so we've got day 11 here on our little advent calendar. I'm going to click 11 and open that up, and let's see what our advent thing is today. Oh, this is a nice one. And so for the 11th of December, from this little 6th grade class, we've got some artwork and a random act of kindness that these little kids would like for you to do today. So it is day 11, give someone a compliment. And oh, look at the little snowman and the two little kids there. And the one says, thank you. Oh, I love your Christmas hat. And the other little kid says, thank you so much. So let's see what they want us to do for the random act of kindness of give someone a compliment. Today is a day to give someone a compliment. Sometimes a kind or nice word really makes someone's day. Do you know anyone really nice or someone you would like to give a compliment to? If so, today is the day you should be mindful and give that person a compliment. Maybe someone who's in your family or your friend or a teacher. You could compliment their hat, their clothes, or something they have done. Thank you, Jim, for turning the pineapples upside down and possibly making us the talk of the town. Feel free to give them a compliment and it will make their day.
I'll put your cards on top of it too for you.
You put one of my business cards with it? Thank you. If you're scared to go up to them and tell them you like something about them, you could write them a note, maybe on your wife's business card. It's a really nice thing to do. Oh, this little one says, I like your snowman. And the little guy says, thank you. So sweet. So pay someone a compliment. Tell them you like their shirt or their hairstyle. Or I've noticed more often when I go into town, somebody will say, oh, I like your nails, or oh, I like your hair. And then it's like, do they really like it? Or is management telling them to make sure you compliment each customer on something? And, you know, maybe that's just what it is. Oh, my hair's sticking up, fitting in the back. Okay. That's what they say. Oh,
if that's what they say about in California, then I know.
That we learned something new, Yossi. We learned something new. We did not know this.
But it's upside down.
It came to light in the group yesterday, and we're like, what? And then we went to the store, and Papa turned the pineapples upside down in our tiny little store in this little Midwest community. All right, so our timer has gone off for our tea water. Let's bring. I accidentally smacked a lady with a door yesterday. Did she drop her pineapple when she did that? Oh, my goodness. Okay, here is our tea. We're going to go ahead, add the water up to about right here. And we're going to watch our tea leaf dance. Here it goes. There we go. And we're going to close the lid and look at the tea leaves dance. Aren't they pretty? It's so mesmerizing. Oh, that smells good.
I don't know why it's only a half to 1 minute. Who's timing?
Where's our timer? Where's our timer? Let's give us 1 minute. How do you accidentally smack someone with a door? They want to know, Rochelle. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to incorporate our tea leaves because they're just kind of floating on top. They didn't, for some reason, they're just not in the water. So let's give them a stir here. And we're going to steep this for, let's start a minute now. It was an automatic door and it swung out and she was coming inside, but it was dark out and I was walking out and it swung open and she wasn't expecting it to be automatic. So you didn't actually touch the door. You just activate it. I bet you could get a second cup with some of the with the same leaves. Yes, we'll try that in a little bit too. And yeah, we're going to let it steep a little bit longer, I think, than 1 minute. But we're already getting a nice little color from it. And you can see the tea leaves dancing. I think you can. There they are. See them dancing? Look how pretty that is.
Did you put the whole thing in?
No, that's just half.
Man, that's a lot of tea leaves.
But I love watching them dance like that. So, yeah, we had lunch at the Chinese restaurant. We went to the Civil War Christmas party. We went to the store and Papa Jim, you got a big, long somebody's hair hanging off his chin. Not mine.
What happens in the fruit section stays in the fruit section.
What happens in the fruit section stays in the fruit section. Oh, goodness.
What is it? There's a song by, is it, can you say a group's name on here?
Yeah, you can say group's names.
Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Pineapple Fields.
Pineapple Fields Forever.
Oh man, I'm gonna run with that one for a while.
Oh yeah. Stuff. Oh, you know, when he gets to work on Monday, he's gonna mess with the guys at work. They're a group of miscreants, I'll tell you. Now I don't know what's going on, but our donkey's very interested in something outside.
Which way?
Towards the side of the house there, and the dogs are still running. Everybody's just a muck this morning, I'm telling you. Next time, stick an eggplant in the peaches. Oh, Rochelle, if we ever got together in real life, we would be so much trouble. Because I would totally do stuff like that with you too.
Peaches.
She said, next time you're in the produce department, stick an eggplant in the peaches. Oh my gosh. It must be the dog's hair, maybe with an upside down pineapple.
So what's
your beard.
what's eggplant and peaches?
Look at him try to act all innocent. Like
Somebody's been with the emojis too much.
oh my God. Do I even tell them what we brought home for dessert?
Oh no. You don't even want to know.
Based on this group, at the dollar store, they have those little statues. We brought home donuts, Long Johns and cream-filled donuts. I mean, have at it. Have at it with that one.
Yeah.
Our little donkey's just running back and forth out in the field.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what he's up to.
He's just
Something's got him all riled up. I don't know if our neighbor is out with his Amish wagon with his mule team. I don't know what it is, but our little donkey out there is just having a fit. And you always make the dab. Oh my gosh, dab. All right, so here, let's bring our camera back down and let's get our tea into our cup. It has been more than a minute. It's been longer than the recommended time. And let's go ahead and get this. I imagine we're going to have a sweetener with this. I've got some honey at the ready. Oh, that does smell really, really good. Okay, now truly, who doesn't love a good peppermint tea? I do love a good peppermint tea. Oh, Rochelle. And at IKEA, they have those hands. And someone had gone through and stuck up the middle finger on all of them. Wasn't me, but it was hilarious. Yes, Yossi, we discussed pineapple upside down cake yesterday. It's like, and so what does that mean?
Yeah.
All this time we've been, loving and
Grandma?
talking about, oh, there is somebody out there.
where?
There's somebody in our ditch. It is, I think it's our neighbor riding one of his mules. He's in our ditch. The dogs are in the road. That's why our donkey is so, thank goodness he's wearing a vest, a yellow vest or orange vest. Our donkey's just going nuts. He wants to get out and run with that other donkey so bad. But I've never seen him ride in our ditch. He usually has an Amish wagon that he pulls. And thankfully our dogs were in because I don't like it when our dogs are out and he goes by. Okay. So here is our peppermint tea. It's a lovely color. It smells really, really good. Smell that. That smells really nice.
Oh, it does smell good. Oh, wait. That brings me. What is? You know what that reminds me of? That takes me back.
The Breadbasket restaurant up in Idlewild, California. See? It's like we're in each other's brains.
Oh, my gosh. I'm just.
Isn't it? Shut your mouth. Isn't it amazing how the smell will take you back like that? There used to be a place up in the mountains where we used to live. We lived in the valley and above us was the mountains. And it's actually,
Come here.
you need to be quiet. It's
Here,
actually,
bring the camera down here so they can see her. This is my spoiled moose right here. This is the one that gets me up in the middle of the night. This is the one that she's just,
she's a handful and he threatens to take her to the train station. That's right. You're going to go to the train station if you don't knock it off.
You want to go to the train station?
She's excited. She wants to go.
I'm not going to let you out there where you're going to chase the dog.
We were in Southern California in Riverside County. But if you've ever watched the old Elvis movie, Kid Galahad, he actually filmed a movie in a little community named Idlewild, California. And we lived at the base of the hill for Idlewild. We lived on one side of a mountain range. If you drove up the mountain range, you would go to Idlewild. And if you drove down the other side, you would be in Palm Springs. So, but we used to drive up there if we just had a random Saturday. It's like, you want to go do something? Let's drive up to the mountains. And we would go to this little restaurant, and the restaurant was called the Breadbasket, and they made their own breads and their own salads. And we used to go up and we used to get a salad, and we would get a tuna salad sandwich and mint tea. It was so good. They made the best stuff. And then unfortunately, just because mountain communities don't always thrive, they eventually had to close up shop. But, oh, we loved going there. And Papa Jim smelling this tea took him right back. I knew as soon as he said it took him somewhere in his memories, I knew it was the bread basket. I actually used to do commercials for them on the radio. That does smell good. It's not reminiscent of spit at all. Let's see here. Somewhere I've got a little bit of honey. I imagine we're going to need a sweetener with this. Oh, these dogs, I'm telling you. So let's take a sip though without any sweetener. I mean, it's nice, but it definitely needs, it's got that minty tang that hits you. Let's add a little bit of honey to it. It's the only sweetener I have at the table right now. These dogs are so demanding. They're taking up all of his time. I swear. Once the dogs are done eating and once we're done with our live today, I'm going to make Jim some, we're going to have biscuits and gravy for breakfast this morning. What are you guys having for breakfast? What did everybody have for breakfast this morning? We're a little late, you know. I haven't even had breakfast. It's already 11 o'clock in the morning. What you guys have for breakfast? We're going to have biscuits and gravy. So here we go here. Let's try this with a little honey. That's better. That's nice.
Oh, good Lord.
You wouldn't know what it's like to have a demanding dog. Oh, you like it? You like a mojito. Mojito sounds nice too. A man and a woman married for years. We share one brain, right? Ah, Rochelle. Rochelle went light for breakfast this morning. Blueberries and yogurt. Doesn't appeal to you?
No.
You want a manly breakfast. You treat me right. I might even heat up one of those chicken fried steak things for you to go with your biscuits and gravy.
Do we have any of those?
I might have some. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. We had breakfast at 4:30.
That's what you call an old person's tease right there. That's an old person's tease.
You're goading me into cooking what you really want.
No, I'm just saying though, is instead of when we were younger, you would tease me with other things. Now it's just food and.
Oh, food is his thing now. We had breakfast at 4:30, says Nicole. The storms woke you up. Biscuits, bacon, scrambled eggs.
See, now that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yesterday, Nicole did sausage, potato, and egg skillet. Yossi cooks dinner. The major has a new puppy called Sergeant Wiggles. She thinks her name is on the mat, and no, don't eat that. It's 6:53 p.m. in Israel. Oh, so
it's 6:53
p.m.
Is it p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, because where's
on the other
PM?
side, right here.
Oh, okay.
Right here. He's on the other side of the world from us.
Other side, 6:53 p.m.
So he's having dinner,
So
and we're just getting our day
his
started.
day's winding down, and ours is getting by us.
Gosh, these dogs! I'm telling you, it's like we're under siege or something. Here, try this tea. I put a little bit of honey in it. You gotta do it so they can see you drinking it. Squeeze in. How is that with just a little bit of honey? Honey.
It's okay.
It's a nice tea, huh? But now I know you're wanting some iced tea with some peppermint in it, like we used to enjoy when we would go up on the mountain. Have to make lunch earlier, though. I made a full hot breakfast every day, so you took today off, Rochelle. Good deal. Good deal.
She makes what is that? A hot breakfast every day?
Stop it. You're going to get me in trouble, Rochelle.
I wouldn't know what that's like. Actually.
Oh, wait a second. He knows he's going to be in trouble because I know what he's going to do. I know what he's going to do. He's going to share with you about our first few months of marriage. Tell them, Papa Jim, because I know that's where you were going with that.
You tell the story better than I do.
You brought it up.
No, you brought it up.
Go ahead.
I did not bring it up.
Do it.
I did not bring it up. You're the one who brought it up.
You brought up how
What's on the ceiling up there?
Right.
Look at.
I really don't want to look.
No, did you splatter something on the ceiling?
Maybe. I know there's something up there. I don't know what it is. There's something on the ceiling.
Hey, so when we first got married, we were young, and every morning she would make breakfast.
Every morning. I want you guys to catch that part.
She would open up the box of grape nuts, or she'd open up the box of no.
I'd make breakfast
make
every
breakfast.
morning.
And so one day, bless her heart,
Bless her heart.
I told her, I said, I'm not really a breakfast person. I said, usually I don't eat breakfast, or I don't eat until the earliest would be like 9:30, 10 o'clock would be the earliest. And most of the time, like even to present date, when I get up in the morning, go to work, I don't eat until lunchtime. I've never really been. Now I can't eat breakfast if I want to, but I'm not really.
So here I am, 16, newly married, brought up watching things like Little House on the Prairie, where Mom would get up in the morning with the sun and make Pa some breakfast before he goes out into the fields. And I would make Papa Jim some breakfast. And remember, we were pretty poor. So to use those resources to make breakfast that he wasn't going to eat.
I was eating it.
He didn't enjoy it. He finally said, I'm really not much of a breakfast person. I thought, then why am I getting up and making breakfast every morning?
Never happened again. No joking.
It didn't.
No.
I don't get up and making breakfast now unless it's on the weekends, but it's rare that I get up before him because he gets up so early anyways. But I figured, heck, I'm going to go lay my pregnant butt back down and sleep in. And then so I started that trend. And I haven't broken that one. I tried to sleep in. I would be able to sleep in. But he leaves for work in the morning at 7. 7:01, before he's even out of the driveway, his dogs are getting me up out of bed because they're demanding that I either pay some attention to them or let them out or do something.
She's saying that.
No.
My dog's saying that if he has to go to work, you're getting up.
I'm going to get him taken to the train station if they don't knock this off. This is nice. I like this. This is nice. I only eat breakfast on the weekends too. Yeah, I usually only make breakfast on the weekends. Hey, Tina. Hello. Welcome. We remind you of you and your husband. Tina, look what we're doing. We have David's Tea 24 Days of Tea Advent Calendar. We're on day 11, and today is a beautiful peppermint tea. We've added just a splash of honey. We are not tea people. We've been coffee people all our life. I said, let's learn about tea. So we got a really nice tea kettle so we could heat the tea up. What is that dog doing?
Who?
That dog that's making all those scratching noises.
That is your old man.
He's walking in circles.
He's locked in Maymay's cage because when I let the dogs in, I realized he was eating her food. And so I had to lock him in there or she would set him straight.
So these dogs are driving me crazy this morning.
So I can let him out.
No, then we'll have a fight on our hands.
Yeah.
So we have a really nice organic peppermint tea this morning. We heated our tea kettle up to the proper temperature, and we infused. I can't even speak now. We infused it in our little tea infuser, and we added just a little bit of honey to it to just give it a little bit of sweetness. Very, very nice. I love the. It's just right now at the right temperature where it's not too hot and you can feel the warmth. And I really love the hint of mint. It's not a, it's more than a hint.
No,
it's more than a hint of mint.
I could actually.
Tina says she likes it.
I really could actually take that tea and make it an iced tea.
Oh yeah, this would make a nice iced tea.
I might have to order some of that stuff. What's it called? Pineapple.
Now, Tina, don't run away. Our tea time yesterday went completely off the rails, and we're still trying to get the train back on the track.
Bye, Yossi.
Bye, Yossi. Have a good day. Have a good day. Kisses for breakfast. And Nicole, like I said, she only has breakfast on the weekends too. Yeah, I told Papa Jim I'd make him a nice breakfast this morning when we're done. So, but I think today what we're going to do, we've had our kindness advent calendar read today. We're not going to share a story from the blog. We've enjoyed our tea. And you know what, Papa Jim, heat that up to 200 again. Let's see if we can get a second cup out of our tea leaves. Oh, you're still here, but if you watch yesterday's tea time, you might run away. We got edumacated. We not only are we getting edumacated on tea, everyone around the world educated us on some stuff that we just had no idea what was going on, involving pineapples, flamingos, and pampas grass.
Coming from the west to the Midwest and stuff, I pretty much viewed myself as a man that knew a lot of things. I didn't not even know.
No. We got educated yesterday. Oh my gosh. I'm still reeling. And then it was awkward because we asked our son earlier. Yeah, go back and watch that one. That one was funny.
Yeah.
That one was funny. So this guy, he's got a great sense of humor. It's really wonderful when he gets to come up and go on lives with me on the weekends. But during the week, he works really hard and he doesn't get to join us.
Oh.
There's our tea. Let's add a little bit more. We're going to have a second cup when we leave our live today. But let's go ahead and get some water in there. And once again, we've got this beautiful, beautiful tea leaf dance. So pretty. We should reasonably get a second cup out of this little serving. It's really, really pretty. So Tina, have you done the advent calendars before? For any tea company, not even necessarily David's Tea Company. This is our first time trying this. And we have found a few favorites that we really, really like. Oh, careful.
Close it.
Got to close it so it'll steep
Keep
properly.
all the goodness
But I
in.
think what we're going to do is pretty soon here we'll start wrapping things up. We're going to stew.
We're going to stew, a brew.
We're going to brew, stew, steep, a second cup of tea. And then what do you want to do today? What's on the agenda for today here on the farm? We've got snow on the ground.
Yeah. I don't know. Just don't know.
I tell you guys, I shoveled the other day. We had on our advent calendar to shovel a neighbor's driveway, and I shoveled the deck. That was 2 days ago. I'm still feeling it. And Tina says, no, she's not tried the David's Tea or any advent calendar like that. I'm really enjoying it. There's something new every day. And like I said, I'm learning about teas. I didn't know you had to steep teas at different temperatures. I didn't know you had to steep them at different time frames. And so it's been a learning experience for us. And I'm really thoroughly enjoying it and thanking this guy right here for picking up what I was putting down, because I was dropping hints that I wanted this little advent calendar. Let me show it to you, Tina, real quick. Everybody else has seen it, but it's so cute. You can't help but share it again. This is the outside of the box. Look at this little, whoops, wrong side. This little fox right here. On the back is every single tea that's in here and all of the ingredients. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get anything for this. I really wanted to try it. But as you open it up, look, Tina, look at that. It has a little diorama inside with little fox and little mises and birds. And then you have all these little Christmas presents. And when you open up the Christmas presents, each one has a little different tea in it. So it's a lot of fun. Let's see. If you watch this Tuesday, I got a gift from a friend, a nice teapot. I will look you up and let's see what we can see what that's about. That looks nice. Sounds like it would be nice to get a teapot from a friend. So I don't know. Let's steep this one a little bit longer since it's the second go around. But I think what Papa Jim and I are going to do today, since we had such a busy day yesterday, flipping pineapples at the local produce department just for fun. Oh, he's on the website to buy tea. Are you buying tea?
I'm going to put it in my cart.
He's putting tea in his cart. He likes this peppermint tea enough. He's putting it in his cart, guys.
See, this is something I do even with the.
I see pineapple in the description of the tea he's putting in his cart.
Even with when I go on to, what do you want to call it?
Amazon?
Yeah.
You say it.
See, I've been warned about certain things. I'm afraid to say anything.
He's shy to say certain things because he's afraid to say, you can't say that on my YouTube channel.
But anyway, if I see something, I throw it in my cart.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. And then what I'll do is that in the evening or whatever, my inspirations in my mind, I'll go through. And if it's something I want to hang on to for a little while, if not, I'll throw it to save stuff. And then down the road, if she'll say something or whatever, I'll have it saved and I can bring it back up and
You know, Lisa over at Yogi Hollow Farm did that. She put an electric pressure canner in the cart, and then oops, she accidentally pushed by it.
No, I've done that, honestly.
You've done that?
I would. So I went through and I had a few
Some
things
honey.
on my list, and I didn't realize that one of my tools was off the screen, and so I just hit, because I'm one click pay type. I one clicked it, and then I didn't even realize it. And then when I got the stuff in the mail, I had it was true. It really was true.
True story. True story. Uh-huh.
You can ask the guys I work with. I told them that.
Let's now. Tina
All right.
says that she wants one of these things. So let me show you how it works, Tina. I'm going to bring the camera back down here on the
She
laptop.
wants one of what?
One of these little tea infusers,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think.
that's pretty cool.
So this tea infuser, we infuse it in this little vessel here, Tina. It's got a lid that we can close. And now I don't have to strain or pour or anything. I'm just going to set this right on top of our little cup here. And when you set it down, there's a release valve, and it drains and strains everything right into your cup. Just like that. Isn't that handy? I love it. I really love that little strainer. And so I'm going to stir our honey into this, because we did add some honey for some sweetening effect. And we did get 2 cups out of this. So this is really neat. Really nice little tea. Tina, in days 1 through, I don't know, 9, 8, if you go back to one of those, if you go to the description box, there's an affiliate link where you can get one of these on Amazon. So if you get it that way, it doesn't cost you anymore, but like I make 20 cents. So if you wanted to look at that. Also, we got the tea kettle. Why don't you hand me that tea kettle, Papa Jim, so I can show the tea kettle that we got. He's adding things to the cart. He's in David's Tea right now, adding more things to the cart.
What do you want?
The tea kettle. The tea kettle has a base. You can remove the tea kettle from the base. And it's
pretty warm.
It's insulated. You can set it on the countertop, though. It's insulated on the bottom.
Right, just the sides are hot.
The sides are hot.
So
he
anyway,
says.
this is what I like this because this is the base, and so it just sits on top of that base, and then it powers through it, and you don't have a cord. So if you want to pick it up, you don't have any cord.
Yeah,
attached
so if
to
we
it.
were having tea somewhere else, we could take this with us.
Yeah.
But what I like about it, ooh, that is hot on the outside. So you got to be careful. It
Yeah.
will burn you. But here it has all of the different tea settings for the different types of tea. And this is something that I learned taking this little journey. I didn't know white tea, green tea, oolong tea, black tea, all these things. I didn't know they had to have different temperature settings so you get the best results. And I also didn't know that you were supposed to steep for a certain time. I didn't know these things. And so this sets us up for success right here. You select your temperature, you brew it or you heat it up, and then you
it tells you when the temperature
steep
is
it in that little tea
So I
thing
have
that
a
we got.
question.
What's your
So
question,
tea
Papa?
has different temperatures. Does coffee?
Coffee, I just think hot water. It's the 200. It
Is
should
it the
say,
200?
does it say on here for coffee? I know it says for
So it's
cocoa.
French press.
French press.
Yeah. What about for me?
You want me to press you?
No. Coffee, tea, or me?
Oh, coffee, tea, or you? Coffee, tea, or me?
What temperature do I brew at?
Steamy.
What?
You're steamy. Let's see how our second cup is. Let's see. That's just as nice as the first one. Try that.
Is it?
Yep.
No.
We got 2 nice cups out of
It's
that.
got a good
one
color
set.
to it.
That's nice the second go around too, isn't it?
How is that possible?
I don't know,
You would
because the
think-
tea leaves have unfurled and they're just sitting there waiting for another dose of hot water. Drink me. drink me. Oh, so this is nice. You know what I really like about this one is I could see us having this one on standby for these
Yeah.
really cold winter days when we've
Mm.
got snow.
But even in the
If you're feeling
summertime,
just a little, well, yeah, because then you can make it an iced tea.
I'm telling you, that one right there would be a perfect peppermint iced tea. Perfect.
And see, we've purchased peppermint tea before to make iced
Yeah.
teas, but I think you'd
No,
like
I
it that
think
I
it
make
is.
your iced teas
Yeah.
out of this one. Then that's
Yeah,
what we'll do.
I got it in my cart. But another thing too, with the company that I go through here is if you get to a certain dollar amount, your shipping is free. And so I look at it is that if I have to pay for the shipping, whatever the shipping is you take that off of your balance
of what you're buying. And so like with the her advent calendar, I bought a couple of bags to put me over that mark. So I got the bags for
Do you pay shipping, or do you just get more product to get free
Right,
shipping? That's his
my thing.
motto.
That's the short of my long story there.
So I think today what we'll do is we'll have our breakfast.
Yeah.
We'll watch an episode or two of The Waltons.
Yes.
I fully anticipate a nap in here somewhere because I think we're both just really tired from our trip into town yesterday, from the week.
You're getting old when you're tired from flipping pineapples at the grocery store.
What'd you do to wear yourself this weekend? Well, I turned a bunch of pineapples upside down at the local produce department just to freak out the little old ladies.
Yeah. I'm tired. I'm tired because my demanding dogs. Gosh, I'm gonna have to figure something out with them.
Yeah, they're wearing you down.
Yeah.
Okay, Tina, I will visit your house, and then if I get a chance tomorrow, I'll pop on over and say hello. But welcome to the farm, and it's good to see you. And we hope to see you again. If you come back tomorrow, I'll see if I can visit you tomorrow. You come visit my house tomorrow, and then I'll share a story from my blog. I try to read a story from my blog every day, whether it's a serious, heartfelt one or a funny one. I read one like 3 or 4 days ago. I was laughing so hard I think I piddled my pants. Was I wearing pants?
When do you wear pants?
I don't know, but I was sitting in the seat that you're sitting in, so I would imagine if. Never mind.
No, you did wear pants because I think you sat in your pee pants all day.
I sat in my pee pants all day.
I'm still in my pee pants.
I'm still in my pee pants. If you guys know what this reference is, you'll know.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you then.
All
right, friends, we're gonna.
If anybody wants to see me, that's next weekend.
Next weekend, Papa Jim will be back. All week, you'll just be stuck with moi, and but we'll still have a good time. And everybody, have a safe Sunday. Yeah. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have a blessed day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. And it always takes a few minutes to hit the end broadcast button. Hit the thumbs up on the way out.
Like, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not.
Yeah.